What is up, guys? Ty.funded here. I'm back with the long-awaited trade recap. Haven't pumped one out for y'all in a long time. I took a short break from trading recently. Been in a bad losing streak, and honestly, that shit was playing on my mental. And it's really just reset. You gotta take a little break. So I took a little break, and I'm back now. Honestly, I wanted to trade last week. News was not very good to me last week at all, but this week got an absolute banger trade on Wednesday, the 23rd of July. So let's get right into this shit. So I'm gonna be doing a recap for GBP USD and Euro USD because I got this dub on Euro USD. So first off, I'm gonna start with GBP USD. Now, scale on the 15-minute real quick. Look at yesterday's price action. What I've decided to do is I decided to trade GU and EU as well, because not every day you're gonna find a good setup on GBP USD. So came into London session. We're a little bit bullish, but then we started moving to the downside. Really choppy price action. This is all on the 15-minute, right? So it's pretty choppy. I'm gonna be really honest. Real choppy price action. But we always look for our macro at 8 a.m. and at 9 a.m. as well. We usually get a good move in the market. So we mark out this 1 hour low right here. Scale down 15-minute. Mark out. Let's remove this. Mark out our London low as well. London low. And we have our 1 hour drawn liquidity here. Whoops. Let's just leave that unnamed. These are 1 hour low, as you can see. Now on the 1 hour, we came down at 8 o'clock, which is when the new 4 hour candle forms. So we have a nice little 20-minute macro from 7:50 to 8:10 a.m. Now we came down. We did actually sweep this out at 7 a.m., but we properly swept it out. Way better sweep at 8 a.m. Scale down the 15-minute now. Let's mark out our imbalance. We have a 15-minute bullish fair value gap right here. And obviously, I wouldn't even think about entering any of this, right? But really and truly, we got the move at 8:30. Now, I did not trade GBP USD on this day. I was more focused on Euro USD, right? Because I had traded on Tuesday, didn't really get anything that I liked at all. So Wednesday, yeah, 8:30 came down, swept out the low. We also had this 15-minute low right here. We swept that out. We tapped into that 15-minute bullish fair value gap, went a little bit lower than expected. Once this candle closed, I would have been in for longs. I'd have put my stop loss right underneath. Scale down the 5-minute to get our entry actually. And really and truly, I would have entered off of this candle, off of this 5-minute candle at 8:35, reversing, wicking out, and I'd have entered right here, set my stop loss below the wick, and I would just target higher time frame highs. So go on the 15-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. I'm seeing these two equal highs right here. Let's mark that shit out. It's 1 hour equal highs. Take profit right here. And boom. Would have caught a nice, call it a 1 to 5 RR within not even really half an hour, to be honest. Not long at all. Now that's GBP USD. Could you have held it out further? Yes. Me personally, I wouldn't. I don't like being in a trade past 10 a.m. because we'd be approaching New York lunch hour, and we get a little bit of less volume up until PM session starts. Could have targeted these highs up here. Could have targeted these highs up here, and they all would have gotten smashed all the way up here. That's almost 600 ticks. That would have been a fat 1 to 13 RR. Me personally, I would not trade that because that would take really long. It would take all the way up to 5 p.m. That's after market closes. Got close enough to it at 2 p.m. I still wouldn't really be trading. I don't really like trading PM session because of there's a possible reversal that could happen, you know, based off of AM session in New York. No, that was GBP USD. Let's get over to Euro USD now, where I actually ended up taking my trade. So, like the usual, go on our 1 hour. I went on the 1 hour and I marked out equilibrium range from at the time. Obviously, this video is being recorded the day after, so Thursday. At the time, this was our range high, which is where this is marked, and our range low right here. We have equilibrium right here, which would be good for buys. Now, I figured what would happen because we also have this 1 hour fair value gap. Wait, no, yeah. 1 hour fair value gap right here. And it's also, excuse me, a 15-minute fair value gap. Now, my focus was I'd mark this out, 1 hour drawn liquidity. It's not a low, but price will still draw towards this liquidity that's created underneath this wick, especially because it's on the higher time frame, the 1 hour. Now I scaled down to my 15-minute, marked out London highs right here at 2:15 a.m. Now we focus on London session. Let's see, how did London session move on this day, Wednesday? We were mostly bearish during London session. We had a little spike up, but we were mostly bearish to the continuation into New York open. New York open at 7 a.m. right here on this candlestick. And we continued respecting the bearish sentiment. Now, what's happening here is we also have this 15-minute imbalance, 15-minute bearish imbalance. And we respect it twice. We tap into it at 6:30 during pre-market, make a little move, tap back into it at 7:15. Sweep out the high that was created in pre-market. Let's mark that 15-minute high. Sweep it, respecting this fair value gap, and now we continue lower. Now, important thing to note, like I said, we all know that 4 hour candle, they got a lot of volume at 8 a.m., right? Now, this doji, this was once a big, fat, black candle. As you can see, I have my 1 hour drawn liquidity marked out and my 15-minute fair value gap marked out. Me seeing this big move down, once was a full bearish candle, I was thinking, okay, we have that momentum carrying us down into my area of entry, right? So I am saying I want to see this momentum die down, actually sweep out this low, maybe tap into the fair value gap. That did not happen. And I was wondering if I had missed my entry because it didn't exactly tap it, but I was like, no, this is just a drawn liquidity. It didn't sweep it. It just drew to it. Yes, that could happen, but that would have lessened the quality of my setup. From this being an A setup, that would have carried it down to a B setup. And honestly, I didn't want to enter that because I was already making that decision and I would have entered it way higher up. I would have entered it all the way up here. I would have put my stop loss below and I would have gotten stopped the fuck out. Now, I played it patient. It took over half an hour for it to come back down now, but we got that. We started moving up. We came back into the same 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Came into it, wicked it out, respected it. Immediate dump. And off of that, I was saying once I actually see it come back to my entry point, and we're also approaching 9 a.m., usually get a lot of volume in the Forex market at 9 a.m. as well as 8 a.m. Those are my key time to enter. If something sets up after that, I don't really care. Not entering. So, come down, we sweep the 1 hour drawn liquidity. We tap into the 15-minute fair value gap. And immediately, I entered. Now, I entered right down here once this candle, 5-minute candle closed. And it wicked out, it closed, I entered immediately. No doubts, no hesitation. Entered, put my stop loss in the middle of this fair value gap, right around here. almost got stopped out. We didn't get stopped out because I actually was entering. I was entering this trade when this candle was still going down, but I played it safe. I played it patient, and the market gives back to you once you follow your rules and you stay disciplined. So 9 a.m. is approaching. I'm thinking, you know what? We're gonna get a good move soon. And in that case, yes, we did. 9 a.m. came, got a really nice push to the upside. Started a little bit of a reversal because honestly, this was my take profit. It edged it. I had a alert up here, which I recently removed. And I didn't see it because I set and forget this shit. I didn't want to keep watching it and then exit prematurely. Because to be fair, my full take profit was all the way at London high, which would have gotten me on 1 to 12. But because once I saw this reversal happen, I did set my take profit back to where it was originally. This was technically our first TP, and then my full TP would be up here. But I just set it full TP right here because, as I said, it's almost 10 a.m. and I know the volume is going to die down a bit. I had full belief that I would eventually reach London high, which it did. But that was by like 11 a.m. I don't really want to wait around for that to happen. Next thing you know, this could have been my first win in a while, and it just reverses all the way back down and fucks me, right? Don't get greedy in trading. I got a 1 to 7 RR. That's fucking amazing, right? And as you can see, Euro USD started taking a fucking honey pack and just continued soaring to the upside for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day until it started consolidating PM session. But yeah, so I even marked out, I'd like to believe this is a 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, I marked out this fair value gap once I saw it reversing, and I figured, we're gonna tap into this bullish fair value gap. We're gonna get full TP. I'm not even sweating it. I was minding my own business, eating breakfast. I got my alert, MetaTrader 5, boom, take profit hit. And it's a pretty good trade. Because I'm really proud of myself for this trade. I haven't gotten a win in pretty long time. And we got this absolute fucking banner. Right? I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. Profits right here. Made $400 off this trade. Now, this was the news that we had on Wednesday, July 23. Not much news at all. So I was loving it. I already knew there would have been a lot of potential on this day. Today we had a lot of news, and tomorrow, Friday, I will be trading tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe I might get another trade recap tomorrow or not. Depends if I trade or not. If I see anything I like, I'm putting on another vid for y'all. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this bigger trade recap. I'll be doing this more often. I'll be recapping, even though I didn't trade GBP that day. I'm still gonna recap it because there was a potential trade set up. Same with Euro USD. I got my trade set up on that. And I'll be doing these kind of trade recaps more often for y'all. And with that being said, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And I'll see y'all in the next video.
I just sit back, I pop blue perks, watch however that go. This, that, I get no fucks, so I don't never come home. Who been